You probably thought this deer was alive, and this coyote was alive, and this pheasant was alive. Nope, they're not. They're dead. They've been taxidermized by Chuck Testa. Ojai Valley Taxidermy. I specialize in the most lifelike dead animals anywhere, period.
Look at that antelope driving a car.
Nope, it's just Chuck Testa.
Oh no, there's a bear in my bed.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
Hold on a second. There's a leopard feeding on an impala out on my deck.
Nope, it's just Chuck Testa with another realistic mount. Shipped to me from anywhere. Call Chuck Testa for the most lifelike dead animals around, period.
Did that rhino just order a drink?
Nope.
Chuck Testa does not taxidermize pets.
Hey baby, how is your car run? Do you have a trouble with your transmission? Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. shifted in forward, shifted in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Shifted in forward, shifted in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Hello, my name is Gorgan. Let me help you shift it.
Hey, we're back, everybody. Back. Hey, look at the audience, everybody. Yeah, right there. Nice to see you all. Yeah. Hey, Lee is here to tell you, in case you don't know, where we are, who we are, what our sponsor is, and all the rest of it, because I don't remember.
Not at all, Tony. So, we talked with travel and legal, and they said we had to go south. So I suggested Panama City, Florida.
Sure.
Gorgeous place.
Yeah.
Little hurricane damage there,
Yeah, a little
like
bit.
most of the state's gone. But if you notice, when we woke up this morning, it was really hot.
Yeah.
And balmy even.
Oh.
Yeah, and every sign as we were walking through town trying to find a breakfast joint, a McDonald's or maybe, everything is in Spanish. And last time I checked, Panama City, Florida is not all Spanish. There's a little bit of there.
Yeah, some.
So I did some inquiring and we Googled it. We Googled our position, GPS, satellite. We bounced off the Chinese satellite.
That's not funny!
And we're in
never heard of.
Panama City, Panama. Oh. So we're way down south. So we went out to see the canal. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever, we invited you to join us to go see the canal.
I was sleeping.
But you were sleeping.
Yeah.
And the crew wanted to kayak the canal, and we thought, no, that's a bad idea, because
Yeah.
big ships that
right.
didn't work out real well.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. And we have 135 members in our studio audience. Not
everybody.
one of them speaks English.
So we did have some English speakers up front.
We had them, they left.
They left. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. So
The table's
now,
ready.
but everybody moved down,
Okay.
which is kind of like soccer stadium fandom. If there's an open seat, you go for it.
Shut
And they all move forward. And our sponsor, this guy was kind of hard to track down.
Yeah.
Because he lives in the jungle.
Okay.
Which is like right across the street from where we're at right now.
Okay.
It's Cuidado's coconut husking and fly swatter mending.
Oh, mending.
Mending. So if you noticed in our hotel room, we had about like 20 those old-fashioned coat hanger plastic fly swatters, and they're all messed up. So the crew's going to drop them off at our sponsor and hope
okay.
they can mend them before we leave or are asked to leave.
And the husking.
The husking is the
of the
coconats. When they're husks, they have like fur,
Yeah, right.
hair, and it's like when we're up north and we're husking corn.
Is it like a big cheese grater, or what? How do you?
No, they actually husk it.
Oh,
remember,
I
like
see.
we
I thought
husk
you, like, you were
corn, we
peeling it
pull
down.
the husk off of
Okay.
corn. They do that to coconuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes it unpleasant to eat them.
I
with
would
it on.
say, yeah. And
So-
can they keep that stuff for other things like
I think they
decorations?
make dolls
Okay. And they poke
or
it. and-
brooms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a privilege.
very talented community here.
It's sustainable. Yeah. It's reusable and all that. All those
Very
R's.
sustainable.
Yeah.
Not like your jokes.
Glad I didn't hear what he said.
Not even close. We'll cut that out in post.
Yeah. We have Al Parr here, and we have Dave Nelson here of
Wonderful.
Creole Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creole Candy is here tonight.
Well, we have half of Creole Candy.
That's right.
There are actually 4 members most of the time in Creole Candy. And we travel with a drummer and a guitarist and bass and trumpet. So this configuration right here is also known as
The Daddy-O.
Dadadios, right?
Yeah, Daddy-O's.
And
I always forget that.
last time we were on the show, we talked about Dadadios and how that came about. So.
And I don't remember. I'll have to go back to a previous episode.
Episode
Yeah.
46.
And find that out, yeah. So I like your matching hats.
Oh, yeah, look at there.
One's forward, one's backwards. Is there a significance to that?
You said it.
He plays the head of the beat, and I play behind the beat.
Ah,
You can take those liberties.
that would be jazz, wouldn't it, really, in essence, behind the beat.
It is.
So you played bass. Why? What influenced you to play bass? And I'm going to ask you the same thing, but not about bass.
Okay.
Yeah. So what influenced you?
short version?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. How long is the long version?
Not very long.
Okay.
Well, I I used to play air bass, and I was like really good. And that started when my now brother-in-law was dating my sister, and I thought he was so cool, Mike. And he played bass, and he played it very well. He used to play to Grand Funk Railroad records.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great bass player there. So eventually my air bass improved to the point where I was asked to join a neighborhood garage band and play bass, even though I didn't own a bass or play a bass. I never played a bass. They said, hey, you fake it really good. So I rescued a bass from a neighbor's trash can, and as I was pulling it out, he said, hey, that'll be $10. Yeah. And, and then it was a beautiful thing. Play Till Your Fingers Bleed, and Led Zeppelin, and all that Deep Purple and all that stuff.
These go to 11.
So, trumpet.
I'm really glad I got to hear this story. So in the very beginning, I got to add, we kind of have a rule. We never pay to play.
Okay.
It's nice when it's the other way around. But you broke the rule at the start. You had to pay $10 to play bass.
Yeah,
That's true.
All right, so what made
You put the bass in the trash, was it?
I didn't. What made me start playing trumpet? My dad and a good friend of his used to be part of a supper club. Do we have to? Fort Wayne used to have supper club. This was in New Jersey. I was born in Jersey.
Oh.
So they had a supper club, and that club was made up. Its members were in a concert band, much like the military bands. They played marches and so forth. So, anyway, his friend and he would meet in our basement, and they would play duets. And I'd go stand behind them. They'd be about this far apart. And I'd stand behind them and watch them play. And that was so interesting. I was in 3rd grade, and my dad gave me some lessons, and then I joined the band in 4th grade in New Jersey. They started band in 4th grade early. Yeah. And I was a lot better than the other kids, and I quit.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to put up with those awful noises that were coming out of their instruments. But then once I got better, I joined again in 6th grade, and I continued taking lessons, and one thing after another, I got pretty good, and I won some competitions, and had a very, very blessed career thereafter. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you at the window.
Like the worst gig you've had. Like something that's happened to you, like that was just like horrible as you were playing out.
I have. You want to go first? You want me to lead?
It sounds like you're onto something.
All right. Well, this is an interesting story because one might say, "Oh, that's got to be your best gig," but it was the worst. From a nerves standpoint, from a physical standpoint, and what it was about. When President Nixon passed away, I was asked to play taps for his funeral in California. So it was the California funeral happened at his library, and his wife wanted what some people call silver taps. So it's echo taps. Well, that's actually against regulation.
Oh.
But if a first lady asks for it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So the fellow who was playing the primary taps part came from D.C. He was a member of the Marine Band, and I was a brand new troop in the United States Air Force, youngest trumpet player in the section. And comes over, an official comes over and said, "We need a trumpet player for the echo and echo taps." Well, we just had to go through all that training and learn taps. And anyway, all the older soldiers said, no, we don't want any part of that, because they know that if you mess up, it goes all over the world.
Yeah.
Well, I was young and pretty sure of myself. I'll do it, right? So they took me out of formation. Oh, you can't wear your coat or weather our all-weather jackets, and our uniforms were wool back then, and it was pouring.
Oh.
So I was at least 50 pounds heavier than I normally am, and had to stand there for a good 45 minutes or better at attention, waiting for the 3 volleys. So boom, 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 it's time to play. And comes over a camera guy, and I'm standing getting ready to play taps, and that lens is right here, the big kind that's on your shoulder.
Oh.
That's when I realized, that's going all over the world. Talk about a new level of nervousness. But I did it. I did it well, and thereafter, oh my gosh, I was asked to do taps here and there. Do you remember Telly Savalas?
Oh, yeah.
Played for his funeral. And,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
So a dark thing, a funeral, that could be the worst gig because you're drenched and the nerves, but a good one at the same time.
Telly Savalas.
Who loves you, baby?
But I know, I remember this one where before the gig started, I couldn't find the place to plug in my amp. And I've already, we're about to begin, and I think I was playing with the Purdue band. And anyway, then I spy it. It's like, oh, there's an outlet, and it's at the end of the stage, and there's just like this much room between the platform and the wall, and I thought,
I know where this is going.
I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I have no place to put my bass, so I like hopped off the end of the stage, and well, my feet didn't hit the ground first.
Oh.
My fanny hit the platform.
So where are you guys going to be playing out in the next few months?
Oh, cool! Yeah, St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Creole Candy will be playing Irish music.
Sure. Why not?
Dixieland with an Irish flair. Yeah. Dixieland jazz. Yeah.
Dixieland on St. Patty's at Mad Anthony Brewing Company.
Anthony Brewing Company. Okay.
Yeah, 6 to 9. So for
And it's Sean's birthday. So we have all the original members of Creole Candy for that. Joe Lissanikia, unbelievable guitar player.
There's a name for you.
Played with some famous folks all over the United States. And then my son Sean, and Dave and I.
Yeah.
Does your son have a band? Because I know what you should call it. Alan Parsons Project?
Oh, we gotta tell him about that. Unbelievable. Alan Parsons Project. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I tried.
Let's put a hyphen in there.
That is hilarious.
So, do you have a curfew? Can we play a little game here?
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared about this game too. I was told I did it wrong earlier, so.
He's going to be the
And
judge.
see if you can say it.
Death cometh.
Say it, but come up with the actual answer.
Small to get your foot off the boat.
All right,
Okay.
so first, mine says Pretty Shack Scent. So let's see what it's supposed to be.
And if you can't do it, the audience can always bail you out. You want to try yours out loud while he's thinking?
I'm 18, and it says
Never been kissed.
Laws den Trars Lay
I got it. So, correct me if I'm wrong. British accent.
You are correct.
Oh, he got one.
I didn't think you had it when you
Item
had pretty.
number one, as usual. Ache, inks, high sped. Ache, inks, high sped.
That was a horse at Saratoga. Saratoga.
Ache, inks,
Saratoga.
high sped.
One of those racetracks.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Ache, inks, high sped. Does anybody know what mine is?
I
Ache,
do.
inks, high sped. Ache, inks, high sped. Ache, inks, high sped.
Let's have
What? A king size bed, number one. I didn't
the
get
head
it.
agrees with that.
Lazy chair.
I didn't get it.
Are we still trying to figure out his 18?
Yours is, yeah.
Laws den.
Lost in translation.
Oh, I see.
Wasn't that a Bill Murray movie?
Translation.
I think it was.
Oh yeah, it's an ad.
Bill Murray.
Thanks, Mon.
So it looks like Al Parr won this, and he gets a free coconut shucker, everybody. He gets a free coconut
I
shucker.
love coconut, especially an ice cream sundae.
Well, go check out Creole Candy whenever they play out. The date will be on my desk there right about
There.
now. Right about now. It's on Lee's shirt.
Right about now.
We'll be right back after this, everybody. There it is. It's right there on my
here.
desk when we can go see them at Mad Anthony Brewing.
Yep.
All
Monday,
right.
May 17th.
May
Or
17th. March 17th. St. Patty's Day in May. We'll be right back after this, everybody. Thanks. Thank you. Good job, guys.